Hey, let me just Venmo you for that chocolate milk, cool? Everyone pays everyone else with Venmo nowadays. It's just so easy because you can friend people and then send them money easily and securely. Well, now Venmo is even more versatile with their added cashback debit card. It allows you to use your Venmo balance for everyday expenses, instead of having to transfer your balance to your bank account before you can use your normal debit card. But there's one particular feature of the card that I'd like to share. Splitting a debit transaction with friends straight from the app. No, you gotta keep it vague. Let them wonder what the feature is. Tell them to stick around. Yeah, but why not just tell them about that super helpful feature? You're gonna give away all our secrets in the beginning of the video, no less. Well, hit that like button and let's get started. Hello there, I'm Caleb. If this is your first time here and you want to stay up to date on rewards debit cards, then start now by hitting the subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything. Several months ago, I made a video about the Cashapp debit card, which allows me to use my Cashapp balance for normal everyday purchases, with the added benefit of cashback at select companies. It's the same with Venmo. All right, let's break it down into its pros and cons. Number one, no fees. Love me some no fees. No fees means we can put more money into retirement. Number two, it's got a ton of cashback offers provided by Dosh. If you've seen my video about another debit card by the name of Cheese, you can see that right here. That card also had cashback offers provided by Dosh. When I opened the Venmo offers, I was like, wait a second, I've seen these offers before. Turns out with the Cheese card and the Venmo card, you get the exact same cashback offers for purchasing from select companies. Now, one thing I really appreciate about this set of offers is that you don't actually have to load an offer before you make a purchase. If you have an 8% cashback offer at your local Goodyear like I do, you'll get 8% back without having to do anything. The cashback is just a result of the offer, not a result of you activating the offer. Huge fan. Number three, the ability to split purchases. My favorite feature about this card is that you can split purchases with friends. Sometimes it's easier for one person to pay for the group instead of everyone paying individually. But you know how when you're that person that pays, there's a little piece of you that wonders if you'll actually get paid back. Okay, you need to leave. Well, in the case of Venmo, you can just set up a transaction split right after you make the purchase. When you swipe the card, Venmo will prompt you to set up a transaction split or share with your Venmo friends if you'd like. Then instead of waiting on others to send you the money, everyone can just get out their phones right then and confirm the transaction split. It just means it's a little more likely that you won't get stuck with paying more than your fair share. Last helpful feature, but nothing too crazy, is the automatic reload feature. This is nice because otherwise, every time you want to make a purchase, you have to make sure that there's enough money in your Venmo account, which is what you should be doing when you make purchases anyways. But with Venmo, if you do make a purchase that's over your balance, it will automatically transfer from your linked bank account what you need in $10 increments. So if you buy a die-cast model of an antique Oliver Row Crop 77 and it costs $17 more than what you have in your account, Venmo will just initiate a $20 transfer from your linked bank account. It's a pretty nice feature, basically their version of overdraft protection. Now, before we get to the cons, you know we gotta thank our sponsor, Area Rugs. Don't tell Bailey, but I'm actually a big fan of our Area Rugs. Don't listen, you have to wear earplugs. They're stupid expensive, which is why I don't want you to tell her that I like them. Gotta cash out our 401k just to get one. But it makes our space feel less weird. Check out this Area Rug in our living room, and this one in our dining room, and this one in our bedroom, or this one. No, that's Jack's bed. Or is that Jack's bed? Okay, here are the cons. For one, your Venmo balance is not FDIC insured. Insurance is there for when you need it. And in this case, if something ever happens to Venmo, then you might not get your balance back. And the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation wouldn't cover any of your losses. So keep that in mind. Don't leave in your account more than what you're willing to lose if something happened to Venmo. Number two, no international purchasability. In the time of Rona, it might not be a big deal. Fewer people are traveling, at least internationally right now. But if and when you decide to take that trip to England, which was canceled in 2020 due to unforeseen circumstances. Sorry, it's getting kind of personal for me. It's nice to have a debit card that not only won't get charged international fees, but will even allow you to use it across the pond. This card doesn't even allow you to use it internationally, so keep that in mind when you're traveling. Overall, this isn't a bad card by any means. It's got some nice features and some cool benefits. But in my humble opinion, this is more of a supplementary debit card. Like, oh, I have a lot of money in my Venmo account, but I don't want to deal with the transfer, so I'm just going to use my Venmo debit card for purchases kind of card. It's not crazy feature rich, but it is great for splitting purchases with friends. And that may be where you find yourself using your Venmo debit card the most. And there aren't any fees for using the card, so it's hard to go wrong there. Having said that, if you found this video helpful, then give it a like because it really helps my channel. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell. And remember, money doesn't have to be confusing. You can control it. If you'd like to see my video about the Cashapp debit card, which is probably the most comparable debit card that I've done so far, then check out this video up here. And if you'd like to see a playlist all about my reviews of cashback debit cards, then check out this playlist down here.